welcome to the Philip Cockram channel subscribers and viewers. Just before we open up this beautiful Thrustmaster flight controller, we're going to talk about the Xbox for a second. I didn't need a new Xbox. There was nothing wrong with my Xbox One, but I've been looking at the newer models. I see that the stock is still an issue on the more expensive X model. I've been looking around for a while, and all there is scalper prices at $1,200–1,300 for the thing. You know, I just got tired of waiting and went out and bought the S version for now. It's a pretty good price, and it works great. I'll tell you folks, there's a big difference between the older Xbox and the newer one, especially as far as load times and the speed that it works and stuff like that. So if you're holding out waiting for the X version like I was, you know, I'm tired of waiting. I just went out and got this now so I could play Microsoft Flight Simulator, because it's an awesome game and it's free, as I mentioned the other day, if you have the Xbox Pass system. So there is a very good chance that this controller will work on the Xbox. Thrustmaster, most of the Thrustmaster models do work on the Xbox. I know it's going to work on the PC, so that's not an issue. So let's unbox this puppy and take a look at it. Okay, so let's take a look at the box there first. So Thrustmaster make many models of flight controllers. This is just one of them. This was available to me, and it was a really good price. It was on sale, so that's why I ended up picking it. This same controller is the same as the Thrustmaster T1600M, I believe, but just in blue instead of black. There's a few minor differences. To get a better flight controller than this, you've really got to kind of start breaking the bank past the $500 to $700 range, and then you end up getting a, you know, actually the same kind of controller inside here, but it's a metal base and a little bit nicer switches and stuff like that. Oops, sorry for the squeak. A couple of the features there. If anybody wanted to pause and so forth, you can change these buttons apparently on the layout of this stick. I really don't know much about this, folks, so all the different languages. There's some of your expansions. What this does have is the Hall magnetic sensor. So instead of a physical switch inside there, there's a magnetic sensor that's testing the position of the joystick, like our better controllers do for our RC planes and so forth. So let's see what we get in the box. This is supposed to bring, you know, high level of realism for people that enjoy that. I'm not really an airliner kind of guy, I don't think, but I'm starting to really just appreciate anything that flies and the engineering and so forth that goes involved in it. So there's our flight controller. We've got our throttle stick there. This isn't metal, but it looks like metal. It's fairly heavy too. Really beefy thing. So what else do we have in the box here? We've got, looks like a little mounting bracket and couple screws, little metal bar. We've got one cable, USB-A to USB-C, looks like, and a couple of decals that you can put on your controller, looks like. Those cables are built onto there. We've got, these look like extra buttons here. Yes, extra buttons. So you can add or change things around on this, I believe. You can see there's a little switch on there. It looks like it kind of like just clips on. And we've got one. This looks like another button there. Same thing, you've got the little electrical connector there to just pop onto the controller, so we'll have to figure that out in a second. So let's get the plastic off this baby and take a look at it. Ooh. It's got some weight to it, that's for sure. It weighs a couple pounds. It feels very solid. Oh wow, does that ever feel nice, guys? It's fairly tight, but it's not too tight. You've got 12 programmable buttons, I believe. There's your throttle here, hi-hat switch, trigger. We've got USB, looks like about a 3-meter cable on there. And then we've got our throttle control. This is really nice. Again, it looks like metal, the finish that they've got on there, but it's not, it's plastic. It's got beautiful switches. Oh, these feel so nice to use. It's got indents, and I believe the indents are set to, for your throttle, takeoff, and thrust speeds to it. It's got some beautiful switches. Pretty sure that you can assign those. Maybe landing gear and stuff like that. There's another button on the side for something. It feels so nice to use. So I'm going to be on that side, set up for myself there. Yeah, it feels really nice. So there's a little unboxing and a little hands-on kind of feel of the new controller. Let's see if we can get it hooked up and working onto the Xbox first, because again, I know it's going to work on the PC version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but will it work on the Xbox version? We don't know. So stick around and let's find out. Okay, here's a look at Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm having a hard time getting that controller mapping to this, so we'll just end the video here with a little taste of what the game looks like for you guys. It's just beautiful. I think we need an update or something for that controller. I checked on the net there and it says, yep, check for updates. So I'm not too concerned about it because we do need it for the PC as well as the Xbox, but I'm just filming the television here. This isn't a screen capture or anything like that. That's why it looks a little rough. So to me, this looks quite a bit better than what you guys are seeing on the camera here. So that's it for today's video, folks. Love and peace from Canada, and we are YouTube.